This video is not intended to form any opinion or spread misinformation. We are not blah 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 news. We simply intend to share public opinion. Any opinion is part of the public and does not supersede others. Houston Hart to Hart team asked every person interviewed for their consent to be recorded. The camera setup was visible to the interviewees and they volunteered to be part of the video. Don't spread hate in the comment section. Just relay from one heart to another.
I'm Axel.
I'm Tasbeeh.
And we're 6 feet apart.
And this is Houston Hart to Hart.
It's Donald Trump's fault, period. We would have never been in this pandemic if he would have followed the Obama pandemic plan. It would have been a good plan to handle the pandemic in 2020. I don't think it would have extended to 2021 if we would have followed it.
So what aspects of the plan do you think would have helped stop the spread of COVID-19?
The fact that we would have had a vaccine ready before it got this serious and we would have lost lives.
Well, science takes a while to develop, and a lot of the times politics and all of that stuff holds back science a little bit. Do you think that politics was an important factor in pushing the vaccine out?
Politics is always an important factor in pushing the vaccine out. Had we been promoting for the vaccine back in March 2020 when the world shut down, we would have been prepared now, and we would have been outside with no mask.
Okay, so talking about masks, how do you feel about them? Do they bother you?
No, I am not bothered by masks. I actually am fully vaccinated, and that is the only reason that I'm outside right now.
Okay, that's good. So she's fully vaccinated. That's awesome. I'm trying to get to see how many people here are vaccinated, how many people are not. A lot of the times people here are not vaccinated, and people don't care. So do you judge people if they wear masks or not?
I do not judge people if they wear masks or not. What I do want to know for those who don't want to be vaccinated, I just feel like they have something against the government. Why do you think the government is after you in particular? What have you done that is so astronomical that the government will be after you and no one else?
Okay, cool. So, how do you feel about Governor Abbott's no mask mandate then?
Okay, I am a law student. I just want to say this. Governor Abbott, are you trying to kill us or what? Like, do you not care about us? We are trying to vote you out right now. You need to get the fuck and get on. You need to shut down Texas because this is sad.
So, turn Texas blue or keep it red?
Turn Texas blue. The Democrats are taking over. LGBT is taking over. Basic human rights are right.
All right, so if masks become fully optional, are you still going to be wearing masks in public?
I'm going to always wear my mask. I actually have my mask in my purse right now. The only reason I do not have on a mask is just because I just got through eating.
So I have one more question for you. Pre-pandemic, how did you feel about masks? Did you ever see people wearing masks? And if you did you ever think, oh, why are they wearing a mask?
I did not see people wearing masks, but I did just see a TikTok where they were like, the filters had, on Snapchat, the filters had masks on before, so they was like, Snapchat was trying to warn us or some shit, so wear your mask.
It's because a lot of the times the places where these people come from and they wear masks is because there's air quality control issues or they're sick and they already were taught to wear masks. You know, masks were not really a thing here in America. Now they are. Do you think that masks are going to be a socially acceptable thing now?
Yes, I do feel like masks are going to be a socially acceptable thing, and that's why I feel like we should wear the right type of mask and not just the fashionable type of mask.
Do you think it's okay to pressure people that don't wear masks into wearing a mask just because it's socially acceptable?
No, I don't feel like it's ever okay to pressure anyone into anything, but I do feel like those who choose to wear a mask should wear a mask.
Okay.
How do you feel about women?
Lemon, pretty awesome. I mean, y'all are the only life forms that can bring life into this earth, so I feel like that's pretty dope.
Okay, a respectable man. So do you find women attractive in masks, or do you want them to take off their masks so you can see what they really look like, or is it more about personality?
Personality. I would feel like personality. I mean, I guess you can kind of tell, kind of like about like the, you kind of tell, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, level of intellectual.
Yeah, but like it's really about like the personality and like conversation for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's your brain at? You know, so that's me.
Okay, that's rare to find nowadays. So yeah, good for you. So how do you feel about this 100% capacity? I mean, look around you at all these bars, people. It's filled. You have to wait in lines to get into bars. How do you feel about this?
I mean, I feel like it was pretty early to do it. I don't approve of it. I'm out here because I'm out here supporting the homie because he told me to pull up. I feel like they're doing this to cover up the power grid situation that happened a few months ago. Like, why is Texas on our own power grid? Why can't we, have other allies in other states to help us on that? I feel like it's all like a big distraction. That's just like my personal opinion. Texas is gonna do what Texas is gonna do at the end of the day. As long as you get your vaccine, I mean, hopefully things will get better. That's really all I got.
Are you going to get your vaccine or did you already get it?
I'm gonna go get it. I want to wait out a little bit, kind of see, because I'm not gonna lie, like I was kind of skeptical at first, but I'm gonna go get it.
Okay, so do you think that most people are going to get their vaccines or no?
It's kind of like 50-50 for me, I'm not gonna lie. Like, cause you have like the rebellious crowd that's just like, like fuck that, I'm not gonna go do. The other crowd is just like, I just wanna play it safe.
Do you think that we live in a country that is more focused on their economy than their people's healthcare?
Yes, I feel like that, cause I feel like healthcare should be free.
Yes! You're welcome. You want to get interviewed by us? So you have been here for 3 days and you haven't had anything to eat? So how do you think this pandemic has affected you? How did this pandemic affect you?
I don't think it's an intelligent idea. I do think it speaks to the morals of our nation. I do think that it has a lot of capitalist intentions behind it, and it's about reviving the economy, which I think right now human lives are above the economy. COVID is not going anywhere, even with the vaccine and all that. This is a new virus, and it's going to get a new strain. So it's like, people have to think about their family members. People have to think about like, okay, so I give this to my mom, and my mom goes sees my grandma gets it, and then that person dies.
So I see that you have your mask on, but do you think that other people, when they hear the word optional, they would still wear the mask?
Yeah, it goes back to the moral choices. It's like, what do you believe in? I see a lot of other cultures, and they're sick, they wear masks, but Americans, they don't. And I understand in America, it's me, 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 me. We live in the free market, so it's like, people are gonna do what is best for them.
So do you think that we should still follow the 6 feet apart?
Yes, I do think people should still follow that. I do think people should. The thing about the coronavirus is it's novel, meaning I don't even trust the vaccine because, like, I've read that normal vaccines take years to develop. So I applaud people that did take the vaccine.
If you're gonna get the pandemic, you're gonna get it. Like, no matter how long you're gonna. Oh yeah, no vaccine for sure, for sure. My kids, none of that taking the vaccine.
What if you have to travel though?
No, the travel. When I went to Puerto Rico, you had to take the test, but as long as that's positive, you're good. You don't have to take the vaccine to travel. Bullshit. Off the
No bullshit, bro. No bullshit whatsoever, bro.
I had a grandparent that probably caught it. It ain't bullshit, but the statistics is bullshit.
All right, straight up, bro. Unless you have a fucking education on medicine, nobody needs to like worry about their own opinion. I think my own opinion, I guess.
Hey, whatever he said, he didn't take the COVID vaccine. I promise.
These white people would be like, "Oh, I don't need a fucking mask and this and that, blah blah blah." Like, bro, like you didn't fucking have an education in medicine. You didn't do all this shit, right? So.
Do you think it's socially acceptable to pressure people into wearing masks?
Yes, please wear your mask because teachers see all the kids and the kids have parents who go out and do X, Y, and Z and then come to the classroom and then they're exposed.
And that's putting other people's kids in danger.
Exactly. And teachers don't get paid 6 figures. So they're at the front line just like the nurses, the doctors, X, Y, and Z, you know?
In the teaching profession?
I do.
So how do you feel about this 100% capacity and no mask mandate?
Honestly, I feel like there's so much that we're not being told, and I think if people are just going with the flow, I don't like it.
Okay, so when you practice in classroom, are you okay with your students not wearing a mask and you not wearing a mask too?
Actually, I'm not okay with students having to wear the mask because they can't fucking breathe. We go to recess and they have to wear masks, and I fucking don't like it. I hate it. I don't fucking like it.
So what grades do you teach, if you don't mind?
Second grade teacher, dual language.
So what do you think about men with or without a mask?
Wait.
So men with the mask, are they hot or not?
Men with a mask? Like, what kind of mask? Are we talking about like upper or
No,
lower?
like COVID mask.
I mean, like, some eyes are kind of nice when they bat you, you know? Like, bat me, bitch, bat me. Yeah, but then I want to see your face, bitch. I want to see your face.
So are you an Instagram influencer? Is that what we're doing right now?
I'm not, but my best friend is.
Okay. Or would you ask him to take it off?
Mask, go. Mask, go. No, I gotta see everything. I'm about the face. So when I wake up in the mornings, I want to see your face. I want to see your lashes. If I don't like it, I ain't having it.
So do you think that men feel the same way about women too?
I'll go. Fuck. No, they don't. They really don't. It's called butterface. Everything looks good, butterface. And in the morning, they'll be like, bitch, go home. That's how they are. But for me, I gotta like your face.
I'm able to now, so I have an appointment actually tomorrow to get vaccinated. It only helps, man. We're trying to get over this shit together. So,
Do you think that the CDC guidelines are helpful and accurate?
yeah. I mean, they've been inaccurate at times, telling us that it can spread, through the air, or whatever, or through surface. But that's kind of been debunked, right? We don't have to constantly clean our surfaces. Just as long as we wear our PPE, our mask and everything, we should be fine moving forward. Get vaccinated. It's only gonna help. It's only gonna help us get us back to where we want to be, go back to normal. So.
Okay, so how do you feel about Governor Abbott making everything up to 100% capacity, opening up Texas and lifting the mask mandate?
Honestly, it's a little too early. I think we need to keep wearing masks until all our vaccinations have been a little bit higher in the percentages. We're still very low, and we still need to continue wearing our masks.
I was wearing a mask, but unironically, I'm not wearing a mask. It's for the irony of the video,
Yeah, I'm wearing a mask. I wore my mask in the bars. I wear my mask in the club. Obviously, I want to still have a good time with my friends, so I'm still gonna, put this on. I don't want to catch COVID. I don't want to spread it to my family. It's more than just you. It's more about everyone else. So I think that you should stop thinking individually and selfishly. You should start thinking about the world as a whole, honestly.
Okay, so do you feel like you would still wear your mask after it's not necessary to?
Yeah, 100%. Other countries like China or Asia or Europe, they wear their mask even before the pandemic. And that's just to avoid getting any virus, any bacteria. That's why they do it, and it shows effective. I mean, I've been 100% clear since day one, and I've always worn my PPE and my mask, so it's all about everyone else other than you. So obviously I'm healthy enough to fight this virus, but my family, my mom, my dad, my grandparents, they're not. So that's why I'm here today, keep wearing my mask, so it's only gonna help.
And one last question for you. So do you think that it is more socially acceptable to wear a mask, or is it more socially acceptable not to wear a mask?
Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone can wear without or with. I know here in Texas, it's not mandatory to wear a mask. I will just highly recommend you to wear a mask no matter what. You don't want to spread it out to anyone else and then spread it out to the family. That leads to more deaths, and I personally have deaths in my family that's been affected by COVID. So if there's anything you can do, please just wear a mask, get vaccinated. That's all.
Thank you.